Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. In this video, I am going to show you how to create a full-fledged Fiori element application using the destination we set up earlier. Whether it's Northwind or the SAP ES5 gateway system, I will show you both the ways. You will see how easy it is to build a Fiori app in just few clicks using the power of SAP Business Application Studio. And yes, by the end of this video, we will even deploy the app to your SAP BTP subaccount. So, if you are ready to turn the destination into real working SAP Fiori app, let's get started. So, this is SAP BTP account. So, all you need to go is you have to go to instances and subscription, and from here, whenever you will be creating a BTP Succub account, by default you will be subscribed to SAP Business Application Studio. So in Business Application Studio only we will be creating up our Fiori element application. Click on this application, SAP Business Application Studio. This is this IDE. There are other ways, like either you can use SAP Business Application Studio or you can use Microsoft Visual Studio Code. So we will be using Business Application Studio for our development now. Here we would be consuming the destination that we have added in our BTP. So as you can see, this is the welcome page of SAP Business Application Studio. Here we have to create a dev space. Inside the dev space, our application actually reside. Our Fury application actually reside under dev space. You have to give a name to the dev space. I am giving a name as Fury. Now from here you have to select the type of application that you wanted to create. So we wanted I'll be selecting as Fiori. If you wanted to create a Capam application, you have to select full stack cloud applications. But for this video I will be showing you how to create a Fiori application. Select this and you just go down, and in the below you have to click on create dev space. Now the dev space will be getting created. There are certain restrictions, like this is the trial version, so any dev space that hasn't been running for 30 days will automatically be deleted. All the application, all the Fury application which you have created in your dev space will be lost if you are not running your dev space for continuous 30 long days. And at maximum you are allowed to create only 2 dev space in your trial account. So currently our dev space is starting. It would take some time to get started. Now as you can see the status as running of our dev space. When the status is running, now you can click on this hyperlink Fiori. Click on do not show this message again, click on OK. It will take you to the dev space, and all the pre-built configuration, like all predefined libraries, what all things that are necessary for creating a Fury application inside this will automatically get installed. Okay, now this is a welcome page actually to get started with SAP Business Application Studio. So firstly, what will be the best, I will show you the best practice. What you need to do, click on file and click on open folder, and you have to select home user, and all our Fury application resides under projects. Whatever application that we would be creating will be residing under this path, that is home user projects. Inside projects all the application will reside. After selecting this directory, click on OK. Yes, once it is done, now what we will be doing, we will be creating our project from template. Click on this. Yes, now as you can see, SAP is asking us to select a target location and a template. So the target location is obviously that we have already said, that is home user projects. This is the project folder in which the newly created application will get reside.
Now this there are many templates like UI integration card, content package, UI adaptation folder, multi-target application. So we will be selecting SAP Fiori generator. This is the basic. Select this, and once you select this, click on start. Now inside SAP Fiori app generator there are many templates inside this. So we will be selecting list report page. Click this, and we'll be clicking on the next option. When you click on the next option, now we have to select the data source and the service selection. So in the from the data source we need to connect to a system. Click on this. Since we have already done the configuration where the destination is already configured into BTP, then only there are this ES5 and Northwind is getting populated over here. If you are not making the destination configured into BTP, this option will not come. So this is a prerequisite. In order to connect to a system as a data source, you have to do the configuration in BTP. As of now, I am selecting ES5 as a system. Now it is asking me to provide the service. So there are a couple of service. These are the OData services which is been exposed by ES5. We can select any one of them. So let me select one of OData service. Suppose SAP MRAPO. SAP. Let me check if this OData for this OData service, if it is there or not, or yeah, it is there. ZSAP MRAPO APV. This is the OData service we select. Click on next. Now here we need to select the main entity. So we can select purchase order as the main entity, and we want a navigation entity to purchase order, two items, suppose from purchase order header to purchase order item. All this information are automatically populated because uh, the particular service which we have selected is already been configured with association and navigation in the backend, so we do not have to worry about that. The table type we can select as a responsive one. There are a couple of other options like tree table, grid table, analytical table, but we would be choosing responsive table. Click on next. Now these are certain information which we need to provide. It is asking for a module name, the name of the module for this application that will be loaded at runtime. This also determines the directory name of the generated application. So suppose we can give a name as um, suppose PO header, F, or suppose demo app. This is a module name we can give. We can give application title as purchase order, and additionally we can give a namespace as mm, demo app. We can give a description as Fiori app for purchase order. Project folder is correct. Minimum UI5 version is 1.84.1. Now we wanted to add a deployment configuration. We wanted to add a FLP configuration because at the end of this video we were going to deploy this Fiori application. And configure advanced option, let us select no. Click on next. So it is asking where we want to deploy this application. Is it app system, like if you wanted to deploy this Fury app onto on-premise system, or you wanted to deploy it onto cloud? So we wanted to deploy the system onto Cloud Foundry. So select Cloud Foundry, and the destination is name is this, and this is the router module which we need to select. We will select in add application to manage application router. We want SAP to manage the application router, since we would be deploying this application, and they would deploying this application to SAP cloud. We will be seeing this application in HTML5 repository, and later on we would do the configuration into SAP build work zone. So all this routing will be handled automatically by SAP. So click on next. We need to provide semantic object. So action display, this semantic object and action, they actually uniquely identifies my project. And what is the intent, what is the semantic, what is the meaning of this project, what is this purpose. So this information are been conveyed from semantic object and action. Again, a title. Once all this information are fed, click on finish. Now all, as you can see in the below, key installing dependencies, all the dependencies, the node modules will get automatically installed, and your application will be generated on the left hand side of the pane. Yes, it is still installing the dependencies. The project has been generated and it will be safe for future use. So as you can see, the application is has been generated and the application information has been populated over here. So from here you can preview this application. If you click over here, you can preview this application. Otherwise, you can also preview this application by right clicking on this project. Click on, maybe some issue, maybe. Okay, right click over on this project, click on preview application. This is how you can execute your project, and select start Fury run from the command palette. This will open up your application in the browser in a new tab. You should you have to we have to allow this pop-ups so that they can easily open up our application. So we will be again clicking on SAP like preview application, and again select SAP Fury run. Now our application will get previewed over here with the data source of ES5 system. Application is getting loaded. Yes, we have given the application name as purchase order. These are the filter like purchase order, supplier, requested by. Click on the go button, you will see the data. You can add additional filters as well. By clicking on adapt filter, you can add delivery address, date and all. You can also filter the purchase order by providing any one of the purchase order and click on go. The table will get filtered automatically. These are the details: purchase order, supplier, requested by, net amount. You can select this line item, it will navigate to our object overview page with further information. Since we have already done the configuration, like it would be navigating it to a detail page. So this is purchase order item. In the item page it is navigating, and it is showing you the item details with the image, product, quantity, delivery date and net amount. It will again further navigate to a object page. Yes, so this is how you have successfully created a Fiori element application by configuring by connecting with the ES5 uh, demo SAP server. and this is the project folder. Now, in order to deploy this application, you have to click on metadata.yaml. Metadata.yaml, this is a very important file. File will consist of information like modules, parameters, built-in parameters, name, resources basically, and it is automatically generated when you have selected when you have created this application. This file will get automatically generated. There are times when when we can create this application meta.yaml file by ourselves as well, but it is better that SAP to generate this file for you. This is very important file for deployment. If there is any issue in this file, your deployment will not be successful. So all you need to do is you have to right click over here in metadata.yaml and you have to click on build mta project. Click on build mta project. So an mbt build uh, task will get run executed, and this will generate a meta.archive. mta.archive folder will get generated, and within this folder there would be mtr file .mtr file. This is the entire project gets simulated into this file. All we need to do is we have to deploy this .mtr file into SAP Cloud Foundry. So what you can do before deploying this file to SAP Cloud Foundry, you have to first check if you are correctly logged in to the to SAP Cloud Foundry API or not. To check that, what you can do, you can click on View, go to Command Palette, and do CF login. You have to log into Cloud Foundry in order to deploy this application to Cloud Foundry. So here is the API name automatically populated. If it is not populated, you have to copy this from instances and subscription. You have to go over here. From you have to click on trial account, and from here you would be getting the API link. This is the API endpoint. You have to copy this API endpoint and you have to paste it over here in the SAP Cloud Foundry endpoint. Then thereafter you have to click on credentials. You have to provide your user ID and password. Oops, it's failed. Yes, we are currently signed into SAP Cloud Foundry from our business application studio. Now what you can do, you have to click on apply, because this is the dev space where we want this application, this demo app to reside. Click on apply. Okay, now what you do, you have to select this .mtr file. Click on right click and click on deploy mtr archive. This will result in deployment of your application to SAP Cloud Foundry. As you can see, it is setting up certain services like access ua, which is user account and authentication services, from access security.json, mtr resources, then service key like host key, destination key, content. All these are taken care automatically by SAP. There are a couple of services which will be getting created. Yes, we get the success message. The build and the deploy task has been completed. So once this is completed, we can check this application out in our SAP BTP sub account. All you need to do is you have to go to instances and subscription, and then you have to go to HTML5 application. Click on HTML5 application. You would Here you would be seeing this your deployed application. Okay, there are a couple of maybe the auto refresh this. Okay, here we need to subscribe to SAP Build Work Zone. Then only we will be able to see HTML5 application. I will show you this how to see that application in HTML5 application and how to put the deployed application in SAP Build Work Zone in my next video. We can also see if my application is deployed or not by checking over here as well, like in instances. As you can see, you can see that we have deployed this application. There are a couple of services like demo apps. This is our application name, and some destination service, some HTML5 service, some XSUA services gets created automatically. So this is how, guys, like we have successfully been able to create our Fiori application in SAP Business Application Studio by consuming the destination that we have done in our previous video. We have used ES5 destination, and we have successfully able to create a few element application within a very few seconds, and we have deployed it to SAP Cloud Foundry. In my next video, I will show you how to check that application, deployed application in SAP BTP sub account in HTML5 application, and thereafter I'll take you through how to subscribe to SAP Build Work Zone. SAP Build Work Zone is actually the Fiori Launchpad in cloud. Earlier we have used SAP Fiori Launchpad in the on-premise system, but when it comes to cloud, there is another Fiori Launchpad which SAP has launched, and SAP is calling it as a SAP Build Work Zone. That is a new launchpad for SAP Cloud. We would initially, I will tell you how to subscribe to SAP Build Work Zone, and thereafter we would try to configure this application purchase order by creating tiles and catalog into Build Work Zone, providing and creating certain configuration and roles, providing this role to the user, and you can see that application into SAP Build Work Zone. That's all for today's videos, guys. Thank you for your time. Keep watching. Namaste SAP.